And now let's make some noise for the 35 Morgan Project. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 22, Jalen Johnson. At shooting guard, at 6'3", number 2, Colin Sexton. At center, standing 7'2", number 45, Richie Morris. At the other guard position, 6'4", number 3, Keontae Jordan. The other forward position, at 6'10", number 00, Jonathan Watson.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Isaiah Hartenstein.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounds.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Then it's Griffin. Then it's Wendell Carter. And for the Jazz, the guard pair, it's George and Sexton. Morris is out there with Jalen Johnson. And it's Wilson in at the small forward spot. And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
Now, here's Sexton. Wilson left side. No good on that one. Great defense that time from Banchero. Banchero, a screen on George. Two open that time. Made it look too easy.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Johnson. Stolen by Carter. And now Orlando on the break. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. It's a three-point game. Pass to Johnson. Morris kicks to Sexton. Six on the shot clock. Back to Morris. Johnson at the elbow. Here's Wilson. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And Wagner drives in. Carter the pass to Wagner. Wilson with the block. And George kicks to Morris. Nice ball movement by Utah. Nice defense from Wagner. Morris, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Wagner outside. The Magic again can't hit.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Wilson nails the baby hook. Wilson's got 5.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. The coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple of balls. Energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
Unique their play.
Standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Orlando. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And I think for the Magic, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Now, here's Wagner. 17 points in his last outing.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic. Around the rim.
Now George. Outside, Sexton. On the 3 off target. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Fades back. A nice shot by Griffin.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Now here's Wilson. He had 27 points last game. Lets it go from deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Wagner against Wilson. Wagner passes to Carter. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues, and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. And here's Sexton. After Paolo Banchero made that last 3-pointer.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
From 18 feet away, the shot, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Sure. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Monk's checked in for Sexton. Anthony's checked in for the Magic. And George drops them both. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
All right, guys, I'm told we're about to connect to our insider, Shams Charania, who has a beat on something. Hey, Shams, what's the story?
Thank you, Kevin. With the looming trade deadline coming up, it's the Portland Trail Blazers in transaction. They're bringing in the lanky, switchable big man Nick Claxton. In a different era, they'd be talking about putting some rocks in his pockets to bulk up. But in today's NBA, teams really value his length, and his quickness makes him a huge factor, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Thank you, Shams. Great to hear from you as always. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
We did a lot of winning down there.
We did. I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Outside Wilson. Johnson the screen. Takes the 13-footer. Shoots from 12. And the jumper is good. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
No coverage that time.
Number 11.
He's got 8.
This guy has multiple talents. His court awareness at his size is really impressive.
Now, here's Monk. Nothing on the board. Carter outside. His first attempt of the game finds the target. And the Magic lead by 2.
Well, making those are big for Carter Jr. They keep the defense honest.
Johnson outside. Back to Wilson. Jazz passing it around. To the paint. Offensive rebound. Monk can't cash in from close range. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Dixon pass to Banchero. Monk defending. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And checking out some numbers for him.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under him.
Monk outside. Wilson kicks to Johnson. Pass to Monk. Here's Wilson. Misses the 3. Orlando leading. Here's Dixon. Back to Banchero. To the middle. Stolen by Kessler. One-on-one here. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
His first personal, second team foul.
The Jazz shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
A different look for Utah. Morris is checked in for Walker Kessler. And it's Williams in for Johnson. Orlando also making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Carter. Weber comes in for Paolo Banchero. And it's Franz Wagner in for Dixon.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Orlando trailing here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively. Talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Grayson Allen's checked in for the Jazz. And a switcher also for Orlando. Dixon's checked in. To the left side wing. 14 feet away. Bank shot. No good. Utah leading. Monk dishes to Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
I like seeing Monk set his teammates up. A part of his game that I think he's got to continue to improve.
Defended by George. Lets the three fly. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his fifth rebound in this one. Here's George. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 5.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Anthony. No scoring in this one. On the clock. Another miss by Orlando. Utah leading by 5. And the points coming for them now, Craig and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
A fader. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
Pass to Morris. Shoots from the baseline. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Magic trail by 7. Defended by George. Collins, a screen on George. Bangs home the trifecta. 11 points in the game. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Jazz lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. so important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
They've got Monk. Williams is out there with Morris. Then there's Allen. And it's Collier in at the point guard. That's the group right now for Utah. Here's Dixon. Still scoreless. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closely. Pass to Morris. Jazz passing it around. Here's Allen. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow a clean look from that.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now, here's Wagner. Outside Anthony. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Morris. And they're on the break. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Clock at 6. Allen passes to Towns. Shoots over Weber. Towns, no luck. The Magic trail by 7. Pass to Wagner. Collins, a screen on Williams. Wagner from long range. Traps in the tray. Wagner's got 5 now.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Allen with the ball. Launches it. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Dixon. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Ellis surveying the D. Towns down low, guarded by Weber. The offensive rebound. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Dixon. He's guarded by Ellis. To the inside. Here's Collins. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Jazz have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Ellis, the pass to Morris. The kick out to Towns. Another miss by Towns.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
He just powered that one down. One of the game's top dunkers. And so Ellis will bring it up for the Jazz. They host the Clippers after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. For the Jazz, Sensabaugh is checked in, and it's Colin Sexton in for Grayson Allen. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Now here is George, guarded closely, and he converts the layup. George has got 6 points.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Launches a 3. Rebound, Utah.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Sensabaugh, the layup off target. The Magic have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Now, here is George. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Morris. And Sexton has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Asserting himself at the arc. Sexton saw his shot and took it without fear.
Here's Dixon. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 6 points for him.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Morris kicks to Sexton. Kept alive. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Outside Griffin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
So it's the Jazz now. The Magic hitting the bucket. Morris passes to Wilson. Connects from three-point range. Wilson's got 13. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
There's a screen by Collins. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
George dishes to Morris. Sexton on the wing. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Banchero passes to Wagner. Back to Banchero. There's a screen by Collins. Banchero against Williams. And it's Banchero missing. Utah comes into this one after the win against Denver.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
George with the bucket.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pass to Wagner. Collins a screen on Sexton. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Collins.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
George passes to Morris. Outside Wilson. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Wilson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Morris. Anthony's checked in for the Magic. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number 1, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, here are some great players polling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
So it's Orlando now, following the bucket by the Jazz.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Sexton the pass to Kessler. Now George.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Kessler.
2 minutes.
Inside. Shot left block. Wilson. And it's Griffin with the rebound. So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to the Suns in Phoenix. The rebound by the Jazz. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Kessler. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Banchero against George. The 3. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Magic trail by 7. Defended by George. The Magic again can't hit.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
44 seconds left here in the second. Banchero, a screen on George to the paint. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 5.
Well, one thing that sets Banchero apart is his body control. The contact never breaks his rhythm.
George passes to Wilson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists in the game. The Magic trail by 9. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Defended by George. 11 seconds left in the first half. 6 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. No good. And so it's the Utah Jazz in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
Certain to be a highlight of All-Star Weekend. And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Magic.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so in the game for the Magic, Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Then there's Wagner. And it's Griffin, nailed from three-point land. 18 points for him.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 21 points in the game.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Now here's Wilson. Hits the front of the rim and out. Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr. A tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the three. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness. He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Johnson against Banchero. Carter with a screen on Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Banchero missing. Jazz leading by 8. And here's Sexton. And Utah again with the bucket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Orlando's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
And here's a look at some numbers for Morris. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging 19 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Lays it up and banks it in. Wilson's got the lead up to 10 now for Utah.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Johnson. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Banchero's got 7 points. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And here's Sexton, defended by Griffin. And Griffin sends it back. Banchero with the screen. It's good from long range.
Number 11.
Now just a 5-point Jazz lead.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And he's going to be a consistent scorer when he can get those shots to fall. Defense has to do a better job against Banchero inside.
Now here's Johnson. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Shots good by Wilson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Carter with a screen on George. A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
To the middle, unloads from 9, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. He has 6.
Well, this is something George does a good job of, creating chances for others to score.
Outside Griffin. Defended by George. Banchero with the screen. It's stolen by Johnson. George with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Wilson. Morris inside. Banchero's there. And he makes that one. And it's a 9-point Jazz lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Utah.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Utah calls timeout. And the Jazz making a change here. Monk's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Anthony's checked in for A.J. Griffin. Johnson dishes to Monk. Johnson outside. From past the arc. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Latrey. A rebound by the Jazz. Outside, George. Pass to Johnson. Back to George. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
What a finish inside from George, showing he can handle physical defense.
Now here's Anthony. He has yet to score. Here's Banchero. Hits the 3-point bomb.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
And George kicks to Johnson. Back to George. To the inside. Stolen by Carter. Back to Wagner. Carter outside. Clock at 4. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to George. Lobbed up there for Johnson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Now, here's Wagner. He's got 5. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Down low, knocked loose. It's stolen by Morris. Wilson with it. Picked up by Banchero. He's feeling it. Offensive rebound. And the wide open shot from Morris. Knocks down the 3-ball. Morris has got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz. Defended by George. And the shot is good. 28 points for him. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. The Magic trail by 12. Defended by George. Goes up at the stripe. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Wilson. 59 seconds left in the third. 5 to shoot. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, we all know Cole Anthony can score the ball, but he deserves more credit for his defense. He's a high-energy player who likes to make things difficult for opposing guards.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Shot game clock separated by 5. Outside, Sexton. Here's the 3. Allen surveying the D. His 3-pointers off the mark. Puts up a deep 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Utah, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. Williams is out there with Grayson Allen. And it's Kessler in at the center, blocking down the middle. That's the group right now for Utah. Williams finds George. Back to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Kessler screen on Griffin. Williams for 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage. Grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Jazz leading by 12. Pass to George. There's the triple. And it's Griffin with the rebound. The Magic trail by 12. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Collins, a screen on George. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Here's Kessler. Pass to George. Knocks it loose. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. George looking around. Shot from the wing. And that's off the glass and in. George has got the lead up to 14 now for Utah.
Yeah, running the pick and roll like a veteran. Outstanding patience and recognition by George there.
Anthony with the screen on Allen. Takes the 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside, George. Outside, Sexton. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Collins, a screen on George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 33 points for
ball in his hand.
Kessler setting the pick for George. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's
defended by George. To the middle. Here's Collins and finished off by Collins.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
The Magic trail by 16. Collins, a screen on George. Three-pointer. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Williams passes to George. Kessler setting the pick for George. Lets it go from the wing. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Here's Dixon. Collins, a screen on Allen. To the paint. And finish off by Collins.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
Magic foul, number 11.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for Utah. And a change for the Magic. Weber's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Now, here's Sexton. Defense right on him. Driving to the basket. The kick out to Williams. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. For the Jazz. Morris is checked in for Walker Kessler. Johnson comes in for Williams. And it's Wilson in for Sexton. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. And so here's Orlando. They trail by 16. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. And it's Utah with the rebound. Outside, George. Monk dishes to George. To the inside, Wilson, and he slams it one-handed.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Dixon. Monk defending. Here's Banchero. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Banchero knows how to get to the line. He's drawn fouls at an elite level from his very first day in this league.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Monk. The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
Wilson into the lane. Can he take... that one out. off and powers it through.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Wagner. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
That free throw missing. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
And he sinks the second.
Well, guys, from day one in this league, Wagner has been an exceptional free throw shooter.
George passes to Morris. And here's Sexton. Outside Wilson. The Jazz working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sexton. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And Griffin scores the assist from Wagner. Wagner's got 4 assists in the game. Jazz leading by 17. Johnson outside. Pass to George.
And that's his fourth. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
On the wing, George.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Here's Banchero. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson outside. Outside, Sexton. Floats one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Well, these coaches can't be happy they fouled Sexton. He's a good foul shooter.
So Colin Sexton is 6'3". He has the frame of a point guard, clearly. But Stan, his game is putting up points, and he can do it in a hurry.
Yeah, and Kevin, look, he's done it pretty efficiently in recent years. We have a lot of point guards in the league who are primarily scorers. And Sexton, though, you've also got to give him credit. He's made great strides as a playmaker.
He has indeed. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Wilson against Wagner. Shoots from 14. Shots good by Wilson. Wilson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
From the baseline. Rebounded by the Jazz. A minute 42 left in the 4th quarter. Here's George. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. The Magic trail by 18 to the right side. Griffin inside, defended by Sexton. Griffin dishes to Banchero. Wagner outside. Off target with his 3.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Jazz.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Banchero. Good on the triple.
Paolo Banchero.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside, Sexton. Wilson against Wagner. Outside, George. Back to Wilson. Fires from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wilson's got 39.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Colin. Congratulations. How did you get that win tonight?
Entire team effort tonight. I felt like we got out here and we just knew what we had to do. We knew they was going to back-to-back, so we knew we had to push the ball, make sure that we share the ball tonight and make them run around a little bit just because they was on the back-to-back.
Well, you look like the fresher bunch for sure down the stretch, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks.